Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you a update really in the TLT. The TLT is the iShares 20-year Treasury Bond ETF. The TLT is the symbol. This is a weekly chart. The levels that I show in this video are good for the week of February 24th, 2025. I also give the rate at which some of them are changing. This is an update. If you've been following this series, and I try to do this once a month, you know that we had a targeted support level. In fact, I can redraw that right here. I believe I'm going to use the right points here. Yeah, this was it here. This was the sell signal that occurred in late September, whereby we were anticipating this band of long-term support. This is a weekly chart. This low goes back to October 23. This is a 1 year, 1.5 year channel bottom. 84.39 is yet to be tested. 88.58 was tested. We closed below it. That indicated the 84.39 channel bottom. We came close to testing that the middle of January. 84.89 was the low. At the time, 84.22 was the channel bottom. So having closed about a month ago back above 88.58 did indicate a likely upward continuation. But I'm going to catch you up just a little bit and show you that we are also, as of this week, trading above the 90.42 descending channel top. So this will be a buy signal, assuming we close this week. Now, I'm good with this. If you want to go long at 90.42 on downward retracements, that's exactly 1 point down from where we are now. I see that as decent bottom picking Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the last 3 days of the week. But if you want to be safe, you can wait for the weekly settlement on Friday, the 28th, above 90.42 before anticipating 96.60. This is kind of a 1 to 2 month objective right now. I have this represented as a horizontal line, but 96.60, if you've been following this series for the last few years, you know that it is, or you're at least familiar with this formation, a long-term 4-year, almost 5-year descending channel top. This really does characterize the trend in interest rates from March of 2020 low. We've had rising rates, lower lows, and lower highs in the TLT, which is the same way of saying as higher highs and higher lows in the longer term interest rates. Now, what has not happened since October of 23 is we haven't taken that out. We've had that channel bottom right here at 84.39. And so the way I see this, if you're talking long term, 96.60 resistance, 4-year channel resistance. The long-term trend in interest rates remains one of higher rates progressively over the months ahead if we're unable to get up and over 96.60. We can fall from 96.60 back to the 84.39 formation within 2 to 3 months. If we close above 96.60 over the next month or two, I think, is that a buy signal? Yes, it is by one measure. I think what it means is sort of a neutral stance long term, like where are interest rates going anyway? Certainly there's an upside emphasis, but if we can close over the next couple of months, over the following couple of months, I should say, above 102.92, this newly formed channel structure, that is our longer term indication for longer term bullish continuation. And dare I say, if we were to close above 102.92 in the coming months, recessionary environment. I'm going to go on a limb and say that if we close above 96.60, we're entering kind of a soft economy. If we close above 102.92, I'm going to say outright recession as we continue into later 25 and 26. But until then, this 96.60 is an area to be sold in anticipation of bearish rotation back to 84.39. This wedge is the two-sided framework as we continue into later year. Downside, if we do close this week below 90.42, we can unwind back to 84.39 within a month or two. 84.39 long-term support, able to contain selling, I'm going to say into later year. And if we close below 84.39, a continued aggressive descent continued losses in the TLT as we move into later year. In other words, continued higher interest rates as we move into later year. But right now, we've got this two-sided framework, congestive framework between 84.39 and 96.60, both of which can contain monthly, possibly quarterly activity. I'm going to leave it at that for this update in the TLT. You have a great day.